What is going on, dudes? My name is R13. Welcome back to another Pokemon ORAS Wi-Fi battle. So, I am battling a guy named Mega. We organized a, what tier is it? UU match, excuse me. Forgot I had a Honchkrow and a Scruff. Never mind. Anyways, so we are doing an NU match in this, yeah. It's pretty cool stuff. The guy is pretty cool. I will leave his Smogon link in the description below. We met on Smogon. A lot of these next battles you're going to be seeing in a couple weeks are from people that I met on Smogon. So, pretty cool stuff. We're going to get underway here. So, yeah. I'm bringing a pretty interesting team, as you see. 4 NUs and 2 UUs. So, he's going to lead out with this Rotom Heat, and I'm going to lead out with Brainchild. Because, you know me, I like to get my rocks up early. So, pretty good stuff. So, he's going to immediately lead off with a Volt Switch. Because what better way to switch out than to do damage to my bulkiest Pokemon, I believe, on my team. So anyways, as he's going to send in his Fortress, I go for the rocks. Now, I realize he did this because he's going to be able to get up the rocks himself and be able to spin away mine. So, what I'm thinking about doing here is getting out, but at the same time, I want to try to get this thing, like, at the worst possible place. So I decided to go for the Stealth Rocks the Thunder Wave, to be able to make him as slow as absolutely possible. But the bad thing, I mean, that makes not Ironclad. Why did I say? I'm fucking stupid. It makes Gyro Ball so much more powerful, which is the only problem. But I'm gonna U-turn out of here because obviously you can't do much with U-turn and Psychic to Fortress. Anyways, I also want to keep Uxie so I can get rid of this Fortress and come back in and put in some Stealth Rocks. So I decided to switch in Otaku here, my shiny Ninetales, as he's gonna hit me with the Gyro Ball. It's gonna hurt quite a bit. But at the same time, it's a good thing I resisted, because that probably would have killed, it probably would have killed Otaku if it had done, if she was any other type. So, yes. He's going to withdraw right here, because obviously he's expecting me to wreck his face with a Fire-type move, in which I do end up choosing, I'm pretty sure. Or, yeah, I do. It's going to hit this Rotom, the Rotom Heat. It's going to do a fairly decent amount of damage. I was actually quite happy with that. I ended up going Leftovers rather than Life Orb with this Ninetales. I can switch between the two because it's got either sort of set. So I am quicker than the thing. I'm going to be able to get a Psyshock off it. And sadly, it has pretty good defense stats, so I'm unable to kill the thing. And it's going to pretty much kill me with a Volt Switch because Ninetales is pretty frail. That's why it's an NU. But I really like using Ninetales because it's a very strange Pokemon. Out of the blue Pokemon, you don't see a lot of people use it, so I like using Ninetales. That's what most of my Pokemon are Pokemon I don't see a lot of people use, that I get in Water Trades. I'm like, hey, I think this should be cool. So I'm going to send out Thug Life here, because he's probably thinking, what the hell are you doing, dude? But I have Iron Head, and I know these things cannot take a physical attack to save their lives, but he's got this thing maxed out in defense. So I'm like, shit. So I get the flinch, which is pretty good. I do a decent amount of damage, but I know that if I get hit with one thing, I'm going to die. But he decides to switch here. I wouldn't have killed the thing with a more Iron Head, and it would have been bad if he had flinched, though. That would have been the only thing. So anyways, I'm going to hit this thing with the Iron Head as it switches in, and that was a crit and did, like, absolutely nothing. So luckily, I have a few moves I can hit this thing with. I can use Knockoff, and I can also use Drain Punch. Neither are super effective, but both of them are Stab, and both of them will help me. And I'm able to knock off the Leftovers off the thing, which is pretty good. So I'm hit this thing with a Drain Punch now, see if I can get some HP back from it, but which I didn't need to do already. But, yeah, so the Fortress is going to finally go for the Rapid Spin rather than going for the Rapid Spin earlier, which it should have done as soon as he sent the thing and gone for Rapid Spin. So, anyways, I know it's kind of going to hurt, even though I resist it. I'm a pretty quick Pokemon. Apparently, fighting doesn't resist steel. I just learned that. Well, then. Anyways, I knew I was going to survive, and I'm trying to see, I'm hoping, can I please just survive a Thug Life? And I do. Luckily, with a few HP left, I'm able to survive and be able to kill off the Fortress, so I can send back in my Uxie and be able to set up my rocks safely, and won't have to worry about them getting knocked off. which is pretty good stuff. So, I also get my Moxie boost by defeating it, which, sadly, at this amount of HP, doesn't really help anyway. So, he's gonna send back in that Rotom Heat, obviously, see if he can get the quick kill with the Volt Switch, which he does. So, but the good thing about him coming in here and using a move like Volt Switch, I'm able to get the matchup that I want on the next Pokemon he sends out, which ends up being the flower thing, the fucking Florges. So, he sends back in the Florges, and I'm going to go into Brainchild, because I want to get my rocks back up. Now that I don't have to be with that fortress, I can get my rocks up safely. So, I'm able to set up my Stealth Rocks, and I'm not really worried about what this thing can do, because it's not going to be able to hurt me very much, but it starts setting up Calm Minds. And I'm like, whoa, 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 we got a sweeper up in here. So, the guy told me after the match he EV trained this thing. He put a decent amount of special attack. So, he made this thing to be a sort of a late game sweeper after he gets up a couple Calm Minds, because special moves can't do anything to it. Now, for some reason, he Calm Minds once, and then he decides to switch out into the Crocodile. So, right here, I end up going for the Thunder Wave, really. I guess he predicted that from the, I would have thought I went for the U-turn to get out, because I can't do much to it. Anyways, this thing's gonna hit me with a knockoff. I'm like, please survive, and Brainchild survives. I'm like, yes. So I'm gonna hit this thing with a U-turn, do a fairly decent amount of damage to it, which is very, very good, helpful to any Pokemon that I decide to send in next. So, yeah, I got the Crocodile down, which is pretty good. So I'm going to send in Demi here, who is my Gourgeist. I believe I've used her in a battle before. Anyways, this guy can still do some damage to me, but I realized that I made a misplay in switching in a Demi because she is a Ghost type. And this thing is a Dark type. So that was a little bit stupid on my part. But I decided to stay in, hopefully living the knockoff, and I do, and I lose my leftovers in the process, but I'm able to kill the thing. Luckily, Crocodiles have fairly weak defenses, so Gourgeist was able to take it out with the C-Bomb. So now he sends in the Sceptile, so I can't really do much here. At this point, I'm kind of going to just sack off my Gourgeist. So I'm going to go for the Will-O-Wisp immediately, and he's going to start setting up. And I'm like, shit, this is not good. And it does not help that I missed the Will-O-Wisp. He would be at -1 had I hit the Will-O-Wisp. So, I'm thinking, can I live it? Haha, because I'm a grass type? No, I wouldn't live a +2. Oh, goodness. I wouldn't live a +2 in that case. So, anyways, I'm going to send in Pimpcrow here. Because I know Pimpcrow can do pretty good here. That's just from my headphones. My headphones are on my bed, so you guys aren't picking up the sound extra. So anyways, now I have Honchkrow out here. I used it again. I was gonna go for the Sucker Punch, obviously, and try to do some damage. By chance be able to kill that Sceptile. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm just gonna go all out, and I'm gonna go for that Brave Bird, and hopefully be able to kill the Florges even with its great defense stat. And I am able to. I'm like, yes. So Pimpcrow's going to take a ton of damage from that, sadly. But I also do get the Moxie boost, which is going to be very helpful, as both of us only have a few Pokemon left. I think this is actually my final Pokemon. Anyways, I'm going to go for the Sucker Punch here, because I know that I'm not going to be able to outspeed the thing. So I want to be able to kill it if I can. So I hit it with the Sucker Punch, and it goes down. So I'm like, yes, things are looking up. He's got one more Pokemon, and this is my last Pokemon. So it comes down to this. Seeing what will happen here. So he's going to send out the Slowbro, or the Slowking, who has not yet seen any battle time. So I'm gonna go for Pursuit because I didn't know if he was gonna go for an attacking move. I'm not sure what he could have done anyways, but I'm able to kill the Slowbro, and Pimpcrow is going to be able to win the battle for me. That is the first time I have ever gotten any sort of sweep at this Honchkrow. This is the second battle I've actually done with the thing. It turned out really, really nicely. I'm very, very, very happy how this battle turned out. It was a very good battle. Again, check out Mega in the description below, his Smogon page. I was able to kill 3 Pokemon. So my Honchkrow did work in that match. And I realized that I never ended up using my Drift Blim, so it was actually a 3-0 victory. Anyways, guys, so I really do hope you enjoyed this Wi-Fi battle. If you did, a like is always appreciated. And yeah, thank you all so much for watching. Also, I will leave a link to my Smogon down in the description below if you want to get a match with me. That's how you would do it. So, thank you all so much for watching, and I will talk to you all later.